From blueprints to bliss, let's get poppin' on Planco Playbook. Warning, this video may cause uncontrollable urges to build parks. Well, today we are building a tropical shop. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and get notified by clicking that little bell icon. Today we're building this little thing here. It's like a tropical shop. You could use it as a restaurant. Now that restaurants are involved in Planet Coaster 2, you could use it as a shop. You could use it as a, anything, basically a bar. You can make a tiki bar out of it. Add some tiki decorations, some other things. You can use it in your water parks, in your theme parks. And as you can see here, I'm adding, I put it over water so that we could kind of look at it and see what it looks like in a tropical type setting with the palm trees in the background and tropical look all around. And then the water, you could always add a path that comes off of the land into there or build a bridge. Why not build a bridge to it? I kind of left it empty on the inside here other than some lighting and some other decorations and things so that you can kind of make it whatever you want it to be once you take a look at it in the workshop. You can download it there. The code is down below in the description. And here you can see I'm kind of messing with the roof, looking at different designs, and I decided to go bright and colorful, kind of like the real thing. You know, a real tropical place is always going to have a really cool, bright colored vibe to it. So that's what I went for here. And that's what we're doing, is adding a lot of color. So I do change the roof a little bit here in the front that you'll see here in a moment, where I changed this part out and just make it one big yellow roof with that kind of square, rectangular type shape roof, triangular roofing here. And then once that's up there, we fill it in like that. There we go, with some little bit of straw or what do they call that again? Thatching? Thatching. That's what it's called. And so I get these supports here into place, and then we're going to get these poles here on the corners just to kind of add more support to the building. And I made them double length here, you'll see in a moment, so that we have them going down into the water. And then I just copied those and moved those to every corner of the building here as we move along. So we're going to be doing a lot of these buildings, and you're more than welcome to share your ideas down below in the comments, and I will gladly build some things for you and share them all in the workshop. Everything I do, I'm going to put in the workshop for you guys. So if you want to build anything or build on them, change them up a bit, make it your own, however you want to do it is perfectly cool. So don't forget to check the description and get your copy of this if you'd like. I always do put the stone guests, as you can see right there, near the entrances, because I like to build these a little more to scale like a theme park, rather than like these 3-meter or 4-meter walls that come default. It just gives it better scale and makes it feel more theme parky. Here I'm putting the fences around the outside, safety first, of course. In any theme park, you always got to have a safe place for your guests and make sure they don't fall off into the water or go diving into the water. So I'll go ahead and put those fences all the way around here, and you'll see I add a few decorations as we get a little further in here. I think I kind of skipped around a little bit. Yeah, I put these bamboo fences around here to add a little more of that tropical vibe, and just kind of get those into place. And I kind of move things around a little bit more to make sure that it, doesn't look a little weird there with those poles in the walls. And so I'm going to add a fire pit here in the front, as you can see. And I started off with the big fire, didn't look quite right. So you'll see I kind of skip that real quick and throw the smaller fire in there. And then just kind of move those around a little bit to add a little bit more to the fire pit. And just kind of move them up and down and give them a little bit of room in between so it looks a little more random. It doesn't look like, one single fire pit. I brought these planters into the corners here, which is kind of cool. This is a little bit of the decor that I put in for you, and experimented with a couple of different plants until I finally settled on these tropical looking ones here, and added those in, resized them a little bit, and got them into place, and added a little bit more in there just to give it a little more I did change it here a little bit. Yeah, I did change it a little bit, and then I added another smaller plant in there with it, just to add a little more texture in there. And then I just copied those and moved them around, and now you have them in all 4 corners of the building here. That can be your shop, your restaurant, your snack bar. It could be a bar for the adults to go at night. And then here you can see I added these on the building just to give it a little more of that tropical feel and a little more of that aquatic theme, and spun them around a little bit just to give a little bit of difference in the designs. And then I actually do go through once I get these in place, and I added a little bit different color to these, so you'll have some more color in there instead of everything just being yellow. And you'll see that in just a moment here as I get these done. And so, you know, if you see something you like here, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like about this design. Let me know what kind of designs you'd like to see me build. Oh, and by the way, I'm actually going to do an entire park build with you guys. So if you're interested in that, don't forget to like, subscribe, get the bell notifications, and share this video with some people, and we'll build a little community out of this, and we'll start building parks together. We can kind of share ideas and build everything. And again, everything I do will go into the workshop. You'll be able to download everything, including complete parks if you would like. So here you see I add a little bit of lighting, which adds more to the texture. And I just kind of softened up the lighting a bit, made it a little bit, you know, not quite so bright. And that way, when you see it at night, it's not overly lit from the outside. And I do add lights to the inside as well, and I accidentally like pulled the light out of place there, so I put it back when I went to copy it and move it over. And then we'll add some more lights for texture here in the front to kind of highlight the area in the front here, the entrance. And you can see here as we get into nighttime or evening, it's looking a little better here. So everything is in speed mode right now, but I do slow it down at the end once we get there, so you can kind of see everything, how it looks once it'll be in your park. And I kind of like this little flower design. I did change the colors up a little bit and add more lighting, and that gives us a nice little entrance area. And again, you could put a path going in on the left and right side. You could put it, you know, to where it splits to both sides. Maybe make one side an entrance, one side an exit. I did used to study a lot the Disney theme parks, and so I kind of try to go for that Disney vibe and the, you know, along with the actual theme of the area. And here you can see I'm adding some fire lanterns out here. What are those called anyway? Are they called fire lanterns? Lampposts. Well, they call them resort lampposts. I call them fire lanterns. So we add those over here for light. For the patio area where you can put some chairs and lounges and different things and people can hang out. And then of course some little string lights here, which a lot of times you'll see those on like Main Street buildings and shops and things, but I thought they look kind of cool here too. They kind of add to the vibe, right? So we put those on the outside by the patio, and then I saw these lights which looked really cool. And so I put those here in these outer poles so that we can have some lighting out here on the patio that looked really nice. That's not overly bright. I know some people like to use area lights for things, or they'll hide spotlights and go for really bright lighting. But if you go to theme parks, especially Disney theme parks, you'll notice the lighting is a lot more dim. It's a lot more, you know, like atmospheric, and that's what I like to go for. So I added them here as well. And you know, so if you'd like to add more lighting to your park, feel free, of course, if you'd like to add more lighting to what I've added already. But if you really like to go for that realism, if you like to go for that theme park vibe that's, you know, very Disney-esque, this is what, you know, you kind of do. You don't go too bright, and you just make it more atmospheric. And I think that kind of lends to the vibe here that we're building in this building here. So yeah, let's get together and you know, put some comments down below. Let's build some parks together. Let's create a little community here where we can kind of bounce ideas off each other. And if you feel like there's something you'd like me to build, I can go ahead and build some things for you. Put them up there in the workshop. If you do check my workshop, there are some things that I've uploaded there, some Main Street buildings and other things, window frames and other things that people are downloading. I think it's my Main Street Latte Love building that's actually got like over 300 downloads. So feel free to use these any way you want. Change them up, make it your own. But here's a good look at this thing. I'll slow it down here as we get to the final part of this build, and you'll see how it looks at night, all lit up, looking great. And what I do want to say as we get down to the end here is build bigger, build bolder, and may your dreams become your reality. We'll see you in the next episode of Planco Playbook.